guys, today I'm going to be going over the K2 Daily US30 trading strategy, and it's real simple. So we're going to begin by looking for entries after 6:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time, which is when the New York Stock Exchange opens. Once we start looking for entries, we're going to take the first valid K2 signal that appears. So in order to determine whether a K2 signal is valid, we're going to have to make sure that the signal matches the candle. So right here, we have a buy signal, and it's matched with a bullish candle. So this is a valid buy signal. Right here, we have a sell signal, and it's matched with a bearish candle. So this would be a valid sell signal. Right here, we have a sell signal, but it's matched with a bullish candle. So this would be invalid. Also for right here, we have a buy signal, but it's matched with a bearish candle. So this would be invalid. So this would be invalid, this would be invalid, and these two would be valid. Once we determine an entry, we're going to place our stop loss at the previous swing, and then we're going to round that to the nearest 500 pip interval with a 1,500 pip minimum. So for example, if the previous swing is at 800 pips, then we're going to round that to 1,500, since 1,500 is the minimum. If we have one that's around 1,900 pips, we're going to round that to 2,000 pips, because that's going to be the closest 15 pip interval. So let's get started. So let's start with the first requirement. We're going to begin looking for entries after 6:30 a.m. So let's rewind this to 6:30 a.m. on this Monday. So 6:30 is going to be right here. I'm going to rewind it to this time. Alright, so first requirement met. We're going to begin looking for entries after 6:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. So right here is 6:20. Let's move it forward. Now it's 6:30. Alright, so now once we see the first valid K2 signal, we're going to take an entry. So let's move forward. Alright, so right here, first requirement, it's after 6:30 a.m. Right now, this candle appeared at 7:40 a.m. So now we're going to identify the first K2 signal that is valid. So right here is a valid signal because it's a buy signal with a bullish candle. So this provides for a valid entry right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter a buy position on the close of that candle. So right here, we're going to place our buy signal, our buy entry, and then we're going to place our previous swing, our stop loss at the previous swing. So right here, this would be considered the previous swing since it came down and then it swung low right here. So the previous swing would be somewhere around this area, which is only 800 pips. So like I said, if that happens, we need a 1,500 pip minimum. So we're just going to use 1,500 as the stop loss, and then we're going to place our profit target the same distance away for a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Alright, so now we have that all set up. We're going to let it run. There you go, profit target. Easy as that, guys. So within, let's see how long this took. This took about 2 hours and 10 minutes. So in about 2 hours and 10 minutes, you would have made 1,500 pips. So that's the trade for this day. For this strategy, we're only taking one trade a day, and that's going to be on market open. So this is going to be the trade for May 11. Let's move forward to the next day, and I'll show you guys another example. So let's go to the 12th. We're still on the 11th right here. Getting closer to the 12th. Alright, so we're on the 12th right now. Alright, so right now it is 3:30 a.m. So we're going to push it forward a little more to 6:30. Alright, cool. So let me back up to this right here. Alright, so the first requirement is that we start looking for entries after 6:30 a.m. So right here is 6:30 a.m. This is when the stock market opened. So first requirement's been met. Next, we're going to take the first valid K2 signal that appears. So after this candle, we're going to take the first candle that is a valid K2 signal. Alright, so right here we have a valid signal because it's a sell signal plus it's with a bearish candle. So this makes it a valid K2 signal. So once these two requirements are met, we're going to do the same thing we did over here. We're going to go ahead and place our sell order since this is a valid sell signal. Let's put our short position right here. Alright, and then our previous swing is going to be right here. Similar to what happened down here, it's way too close. It's only 1,036 pips. So what we're going to do is by default, we're going to move that to 1,500 pips for a minimum. So our stop loss is at 1,500 pips. Our profit target, same distance away, 1,500 pips. All right, let's let it run. There you go, profit target hit again. So back-to-back wins. We had a win on Monday, win on Tuesday. Easy as that, guys. So let's see how long that took. Took about 3 hours. Not bad. So in 3 hours, you would have made 1,500 pips. And if you are trading with a broker that values US30 pips, dollar per pip, that would have been 3,000 pips, equivalent to $3,000 within just 2 days. And that's only taking 2 trades. So, less trades, less risk. So that's about it, guys. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, it's real simple. There's really only one requirement, because you're just waiting for the stock market to open. You take the first signal. So hope that helps, guys. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, guys.
K2, yeah, we headed for the top now. K2, yeah, we call it when it drop down.